The shoe battles are back. It's a tie. The whole dang thing's a tie. But we don't like ties. And we don't do ties here at Midlife Runner. So we're gonna pick a winner because it's a battle to the death. Today is a belated 2023 battle of the Super Trainers 1.0. The ADIDAS Boston 12 versus the New Balance SC Trainer V2. Uppers, outsoles, midsoles. And if I could buy one, which one would it be? And I know this video is coming a little bit late, but both of these shoes should be going on sale soon, and so hopefully this video is still useful to you. For the upper, we have a winner, SC Trainer V2, coming in with a pretty forgettable upper. To note, I did love the upper of the SC Trainer V1, but that upper rubbed people the wrong way, and that was a very calculated pun. It only won because the upper of the Boston 12 is really uncomfortable. So I just made a video on the Boston 12 full review, and I'll leave it right there. If you click on that video and you go through the comments, you'll see it was like a video about love-hate, people who love it, people who hate it, people who didn't really get on with it. A lot had to do with the upper, whether it was the heel slippage, some bleeding ankles, some lace bite. It's just not a very comfortable upper. And I will say this, when I know I'm gonna run in the Boston 12 the following morning, I literally on Tuesday, I literally set my alarm 5 minutes earlier so that I can get into this shoe because it's cumbersome. Outsole, winner, Boston 12, Continental rubber. Enough said, but not enough said because I'm gonna keep talking. I just wanted to show you the outsole of the SC Trainer V2 after about 130 miles. So you can see it's really not that bad of an outsole. There's plenty of coverage. You see a little bit of wear here on the lateral heel side. That's usually where I accumulate my fall damage, you know, from falling forward. The Boston 12, it looks amazing still. It's a great shoe. Continental rubber, it's gonna destroy most all competition outside of maybe Puma grip. That would be an actual battle worth discussing. We've already spent way too long talking about this outsole. Let's get on to the midsole now. For the ride, I've broken it down into two sections. So one is gonna be the ride feel at different paces, how these shoes perform at different paces. And the second one is how the ride feels against each other in relation to each other. Now the Boston 12 and the SC Trainer, as far as use case in their different paces, they're very similar actually. So like at easy paces and at recovery paces, neither shoe is terrific in that because the Boston 12, the Lightstrike 2.0 is V-firm. Okay, it's very firm, and the SC Trainer V2, it's almost too soft. It's like not very stable. It doesn't feel that comfortable. I would say mid at best, as the kids say. Now, at faster paces, that's where both of these shoes really begin to shine. So the New Balance SC Trainer V2, I would say, has a lot of bounce. And they have a new formulation that they put in this trainer, which is a little less dense than the SC Trainer 1, but there's a lot of bounce. It's exciting. It's springy, and I like it best at 5K paces. I know not a lot of people I hear use this shoe at those, but the bounce back at those paces, especially long intervals, really negates the weight of the shoe, and I find that it also is a good leg saver, and it has a nice roll through in geometry that I just really like this shoe at that pace. It's also pretty decent at marathon pace because of that stride and that bounce back. Contrasting that with the Boston 12. In the back, you see the Lightstrike 2.0. You see more up front of the Lightstrike Pro. Chef's kiss on that. And the more power you put in, the more power you get back. I love this shoe more at threshold, and I think it's better for heavier runners or more powerful runners, but still at faster paces, this shoe shines. Regardless, nobody wins the versatility, okay? It's a tie. The whole dang thing's a tie, okay? But we don't like ties, and we don't do ties here at Midlife Runner. So we're gonna pick a winner, because it's a battle to the death. Okay, so the battle of the midsole foam versus each other is sadly gonna come down, I think, to individual preference. I could be wrong, but it seems like heavy runners or more powerful runners tend to like the light strike foam a little bit more. And they tend to, you know, running in the Rebel V3, the SE Late V3, it's like too soft and there's not enough energy return, where like short kings like me just love the unruly bounce of shoes like that. You ask me maybe like a year ago, SE Trainer V2 would be my choice because I'm what some people consider a New Balance fanboy, because my two favorite shoes of 2022 were the Rebel V3 and the SE Trainer V1. I liked that fuel cell formulation. This new one though, it's a little bit less dense and unstable. The new formulation was a miss. But my point is this: the SE Trainer V2 is less durable and it's less stable than the Boston 12, but I like the ride more. So how do I rate the overall score? Honestly, I think the determining factor is gonna come down to my foot strike. Now, I know this is gonna sound weird, but follow me on this. Like when I bought this shoe a year ago, I used to be a heel striker through and through. You can see I've got some wear on the heel. And so if you asked me a year ago to pick, I also would have picked the SE Trainer V2 because I like New Balance, but also if I was heel striking in the Boston 12, that's kind of where all of the Light Strike 2.0 is, which is a firmer foam than the Light Strike Pro up front. The Boston 12 for me, now that I've evolved into a much better runner, midfoot to forefoot, which we all know are better than heel strikers. The Boston 12 feels great. I think it feels better when I'm landing midfoot to forefoot. That's where a lot of that Light Strike Pro foam is. Ultimately, guys, I could go either way, okay? Like Anne Heche, right? But I'm gonna go with the Boston 12. And I think I'm gonna go with the Boston 12 because of the stability. Hey guys, I just wanna let you know that you'll get 7 years of good luck if you touch the subscribe button. Also, I put memberships on the channel and I do exclusive content for that. So if you wanna get more dumb jokes, then feel free to join the journey, come along. And I wanna say something about the Super Trainers 1.0s in general, okay? Because they're just that, they're 1.0s. They're like first iterations and there's a lot of room for improvement. And my theory is that like as the super shoes become more super with all of their technologies, all of their spare parts and everything kind of like left behind in materials will find themselves in our Super Trainers. And then at that point, they'll probably start to earn their price. Because, you know, at 180 and 160, it's a little steep. Now, I got this shoe for $80, right? And I did pay full price for this one, New Balance. Come on, send me some shoes. But they're probably on discount now. I think this one is maybe not 80 bucks at REI anymore. You can still find it around. This one's like $40 off. Hopefully they go on more sale. And that's why you're watching this video, because you need to pick one, and hopefully this is useful to you. I did a full review on the Boston 12, which you can find right here.
They tried to count me out, I'ma gon' count me in. Fill up my bank account, now I got something to spend.